Motionless in White. Voices. Is it any good? Alright, guys, this will be my first time reacting to Motionless in White on the channel. Full disclosure for you guys, I keep it real. I don't just chase the clicks. I have heard their song Another Life. So if you enjoy this reaction that I do, and at the end of it, you do want to recommend some stuff, because I always love recommendations from bands, just know that that's one that I've heard of. And if you would want me to just kind of do a listen along with you guys and kind of just talk about how I feel about the song and my interpretation, I can do that. But just know it won't be like a first time reaction sort of situation. But other than that, I haven't heard anything from them. And yeah, this seemed to be like a good, the next best thing to start off with as far as their songs. So yeah, let's see what they got, man. Let's see what Motionless in White has in store for me.
Voices in my head again, trapped in a war inside my own skin. They're pulling me under.
Ooh.
But still feel the pain. If I showed you my soul, would you cover your eyes? If I told you the truth, would you dare me to lie? I keep it all inside because I know the man is everything but kind.
Hold on, man. He said, if I showed you my soul, would you cover your eyes? If I told you the truth, would you tell me to lie? If I showed who I really am to you, if I bared everything out, just straight up, would you like what you saw? I don't know if you'd like what you saw, because you might be freaked out, you might be scared, you might not really be down with who I am really.
Everything but kind. Voices in my head again, beating me in a war I can't win. I can hear them now, swept in a game inside my own skin. And I don't know myself anymore. They're pulling me under.
I like that background. I love the visual of like the kind of like the other, like themselves, right? The other parts of themselves in the background, or not even in the background, but just kind of flickering in every now and then, or being shown like it's the negative parts that they try to keep buried inside, that they try to keep from, like, you know, view. But they're there. They're behind. Yeah, man.
Shadows and death, I curse not the wicked, I praise not the blessed.
As I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I curse not the I curse not the wicked, and I pray not the blessed. Meaning, like, I don't judge either. I don't judge anybody, because I could be both, right? I could be either or. I could have been in any of your shoes, and I'm not gonna look down on one person, and I'm not gonna worship another person, because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and we are all not perfect.
curse not the wicked, I praise not the blessed. If I told to change. If you were a currency, you'd own a bank.
If you were a what?
You beg me to change. If you were a currency, you'd own a bank.
If fear were, I didn't quite get that. Let me see. Are there's the captions auto-generated? Yeah, they are. I don't know if that's going to be accurate enough. I'm just going to let the song play.
Currency, you'd own a bank. Voices in my head again, beating me in a war I can't win. I can hear them now, trapped in a game inside my own skin. And I don't know myself anymore. They're pulling me under. Voices, I don't want to live. So callous and frozen, ugly and hopeless. I don't want to live forever. I just want to live right now.
You can't save me from me. Mm-mm-mm.
In my head again. Voices in my head again, beating me in a war I can't win. I can hear them now, trapped in a game inside my own skin. And I don't know myself.
You see how like the coloring here is more of like a purplish, pinkish purplish. It's the mixture between the red and the blue, the different sides of himself, and now they're changed to this color. That's what I'm assuming this is, right? That's my guess.
I can hear them now, trapped in a game inside my own skin. And I don't know myself anymore. They're pulling me under. Voices, they're pulling me under. Voices.
Gotta hear what he said. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm going to give my thoughts on this. Before I do, if you made it this far and you enjoyed the reaction, all I ask is that you leave a like. If you don't, that's okay. You know, you viewing it is awesome. But a like would go a long way. But yeah, man, let's let's talk about this. I really dig their sound. I dig their sound. It really brings me back to like when I was a kid and just kind of like first starting to like get into rock and roll. This is the kind of like I don't know if you would call it like maybe like alt rock or something like, but this is like the sort of rock that really like I was like, oh, this is cool. I like the sound of this, you know, kind of like or bring into like how imperfect you may be or just like the struggles you may be going through. Like, fun fact, as far as Linkin Park goes, right? Linkin Park and 3 Days Grace were the first two bands that I really went to listen to when I was a kid. Linkin Park was the first. I got into Linkin Park because of the collab album that they did with Jay-Z. And I believe it was Encore that was mixed with Numb that they did together. And I forget if I might have been using like LimeWire or some shit, bro. And I thought it was like a remix, and I didn't know. I thought it was just like a remix of Jay-Z's song. And then when Chester's vocals come in at the end, I was blown away. I said, "Whoa!" I said, "What's this? This sounds dope." Ended up looking up the lyrics and trying to find this freaking song. I finally found the song was Numb. And then from there, man, eyes got open to a whole bunch of different things. I started listening to the, like I said, 3 Days Grace and freaking System of a Down, and all these different bands. Uh, and also, I was, I still am. I was into anime as a kid, and hearing these songs got me into editing AMVs, and then from there, I just got opened up to more bands, and that's really where everything kind of kicked off for me, as far as like liking rock and roll and just any like different sorts of music other than rap and R&B, because that's what I grew up listening to. Anyways, I say all that to say I was listening to the song and thought of like five AMVs in my head that I could have made. Like, this just brought me back to that time, like, of just wanting to edit again and just to have fun. I did it as like a little hobby. But the sound, man, I love this sound, bro. It's like a classic sound. And this is something that I think that we can all relate to, anyways, with these lyrics. Like I said, understanding that you're a flawed person and wondering, okay, because I'm flawed, should I like, should I show that to somebody? Because they might get scared. They might get scared away. Is it worth it to possibly mentally, traumatize somebody, or just traumatize somebody in general because of the way that I am, because I know that I'm not perfect, and I still know that there's a lot of work to be done with me. I still got a lot of work to do to make myself a better person. Uh, and yeah, it was just dope. It was cool, and it's like asking the question, "Would you want me to lie?" But then it makes you think, like, is this part of yourself that you perceive as bad really bad, or is that what everybody else is saying? And is it worth it to hide that from people? Is it worth it to hide it, um to make somebody else happier or feel better at your own expense? Because you might be able to find other people out there going through the same thing you go through, that you might be able to click with, or that you don't necessarily need to be ashamed of hiding this person that you perceive as bad. Maybe, I mean, maybe they genuinely are bad, but it just makes you think about these sort of things. But it was a dope ass sound, bro. Dope sound. Like, this is like a tried and true sound, and I really enjoyed, like I said, that song "Another Life." I enjoyed the hell out of that song. Um, and yeah, man, they haven't disappointed with this. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, you let me know, because I'm definitely, I'm down to hear some more. Um, and yeah, until that time comes, man. Uh, let's see. What should we do if you made it this far? What should be the words we do that you could comment down below? You could put down white motion. I don't know, man. Put white motion in the comments if you made it this far in this song. Um, and yeah, man. I'll see y'all the next one. Be well, be safe. Thank you for sticking around this long, and I'll see you then. Hope to see you around, anyways. Peace.